Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters. My name is Adam Torres, and if you'd like to apply to be a guest on the show, just head on over to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to apply. All right, so today I have Kate Monroe on the line, and she is founder of VetCom, and the title of her book is Wake Up Ready. Kate, welcome to the show.
Happy to be here.
All right, so I'm loving this title, Wake Up Ready, and I can't wait to get into your book as well because I feel like I need it, first off, and so we're going to get into the mindset and what that means. But first off, I see founder, I see VetCom. Talk to me a little bit about your background. How did you get into business?
Well, I was in the Marine Corps as an intelligence analyst, and in the Marine Corps, I faced a ton of adversity, both physically and mentally. I was assaulted. I smashed my nose in an eye socket, my elbow, my ankle, all of my feelings. And then that was a very long time ago, got out in 2001. I've been in and out of the car business, timeshare. I coach real estate agents. And in about 2020, I said, okay, I need to get back to my roots. I never got to finish being a Marine. So I started VetCom to help 18 million veterans get what they're owed from disability compensation. And now we've helped 30,000 people get $13 billion.
Whoa. So when you started VetCom, did anything surprise you on that kind of on that niche or that journey because obviously when you're doing your research or something else, you didn't just make up this idea. You're like, wait a minute, this is a big problem that I can solve, and I can help with. Did anything surprise you in doing that?
Well, I think the thing that surprised me was how few veterans actually tackle getting what they're owed. Only about 20% of vets ever get anything. And it's really very unfortunate. And there's three big reasons why. They don't feel like they deserve it because somebody else apparently is a bigger hero. They didn't know it was possible, or they tried and failed and just took their ball and went home. And it just turns out that veterans have anxieties, and the VA in a way preys on those anxieties and keeps them broken, small, and poor. And it's sad.
So after they work with you, what does that kind of look like? Or talk to me about how you help. And the reason I ask, by the way, is we do a lot of stuff with the military, and I want my audience to know about this piece of your work too.
Well, a veteran hearing us now, if they said, you know what, this lady sounds like the kind of lady who can help me, in less than 4 months, they would likely be rated and compensated, collecting anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000 per month. So we're going to offload all that anxiety, hassle, and bureaucracy off of their plate, put it on our plate, both bumpers, click by click with them so they can safely make their claim, be prepared to go to their exams, and then inevitably win. So for veterans listening, it isn't too hard. We're here. Let's make it happen.
Love it. Let's switch it up a bit here. So Wake Up Ready, the book. Where'd you get the idea of this from?
Well, I've always said in sales leadership and training thousands of people that you have to wake up ready to meet the demand of your day so that you happen to your day and it doesn't happen to you. I think most people go through life and they're just kind of fielding life as it's just coming at them. So they're not really ever feeling empowered or in a state of traction or like they're winning because they're just out in deep water, kicking their feet with waves crashing over their head. So Wake Up Ready is a 30-day battle plan to weed your garden and prune a little bit and help yourself through all my little fun Kate-isms, sort of fix all these little weird hang-ups.
There's a Kate-ism? Tell me where'd that
Yeah, Kate-ism. Yeah, I have all my little funny stories that kind of govern my way of thinking.
Oh, that's great. And so is this your first book, or have you written a book in the past? I want to make sure I ask the question right.
No, I've written about 10 books. I've written a book about the Marine Corps, about real estate. I wrote a series called The Body Man, which I just turned into a movie, a feature film.
Wow.
And then this Wake Up Ready book and its workbook. But this one is one I'm most proud of because I think it's really going to hit people very hard and very fast and radically change their life right now instead of years from now. You could pick up something from the book and immediately put it into action.
So speaking of that, give us some tips or some things from the book. Obviously, at the end, for everybody listening, I'm definitely going to give Kate the opportunity to leave a website, social media, all that good stuff so that you can go purchase a copy. But get us excited, Kate. Give us some teasers here.
Yeah. I think one of the biggest things that people can learn is how to be a little bit more compartmentalized. So when I was a little kid, this is one of the stories from the book. I was having a bad day. I was crapped out. I don't even remember why now. It doesn't matter. But I was kind of poo-hooing a little bit, and my dad said, hey, I'm going to tell you a story, and then I'm going to change your life. So I said, okay, fine. He said, there's only two types of people.
Your dad said that? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's good.
He said there's two types of people, and you're being one of these types of people, and I'm going to help you pivot and become this other type of person. I said, okay, fine.
Wow.
He said, if your mom was doing, right, if your mom was doing her makeup and she put red lipstick on and she threw it into a makeup bag with all the other makeup and the lid was off of it, what would happen? I said, well, that red lipstick would get all over everything. He said, well, that's what's happening to you right now. This one little thing now ruin the rest of your day. He said, but what if that same red lipstick were put into a tackle box in a single compartment? I said, well, it might ruin that compartment, but it wouldn't ruin everything else. He said, correct. Do you want to be a makeup bag person where one little thing can derail your entire day? Or do you want to be a tackle box person and put that thing where it belongs? Because sometimes, like in sales, for instance, if you have a bad day, you get a flat tire on the way to go make a sale. If you don't leave that in the car before you walk in to go make the sale, you're not going to get the sale because you're going to be crapped out. You're going to be in a makeup bag state of mind. So I have been a tackle box person since I was about 8 years old, which is probably how I got here on the phone with you now.
Wow. Dang, your dad had good stories.
Good insights. This is a very, very bright man.
I was gonna say, I feel like was he an entrepreneur? If you also, or like was he in kind of like business and stuff? Because he seems like sometimes entrepreneurial runs in the family. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it definitely runs in the family. My dad was in the sales in the auto industry when I was really little, and my dad actually had the first video store in all of California before it burned down, before Blockbuster existed. Then he created like the Hot Pocket before there were Hot Pockets, and then through some shady dealings, Hot Pockets put him out of business. But yeah, he's very, very entrepreneurial. I definitely get that from him, and from his mom was also very entrepreneurial.
Wow, that's amazing. What do you hope that people get out of this book? I know there's a lot of things that's a book, but what do you hope people take away? Like if there was a central theme or central thing?
Well, I hope the thing that they take away is to realize that you're more in charge of your life and your decisions than you think that you are. And I always ask people, if you walked into a village as a giant and there was little tiny, like 6-inch little people, could they take you down? And most people would say, well, no, of course not, because I'm a giant. But they could, because if they had enough ropes and they threw them over you, enough of them, they can make you squish you down and make you very small. And that's what our hang-ups do in our life, all of our paradigms, all of our little things that we got taught when we were little, all the negative things that we say about ourselves or that other people did. And this 30-day workbook, this is a battle plan. This is a way to change your life. It's not just a book. It snips down. It snips off all those little ropes. And now you can stand back up and go, wow, now this is my life. This is the life I chose, that I work for, that I designed. And you can do it in 30 days. You don't have to do it in 30 years.
That's awesome. What kind of feedback have you gotten from this? Like from the people that have gone through it, that are working through it? Like, what kind of feedback have you got?
Well, people have said, I didn't know that such simple ideas or that such complex thing could be distilled down into these cute stories, like the makeup bag and the tackle box.
Oh, the makeup bag! I remember that. I'm going to remember that forever. That's so good.
Right,
Go ahead,
but every single one of the 30 little stories for each day, all of them are that good. They're all that easy, because then you go. Because what I'm hoping is that the next time you're confronted or put into a situation that reminds you of the story that you read, you go, oh, yeah, I'm going to be a tackle box right now. Oh, yeah, I'm being like this. And then you can immediately do a reset. Because I put in the book, there's this whole concept of drawing a line, stepping over, and marching on. And people think you got to do that once. I do it every hour. I draw a line, I step over, and I march on. In 5 minutes from now, this call is going to be in the past. It's going to be in our rearview mirror. And I think that people don't reset fast enough. I think the fastest way to become successful in life is to shorten the distance between disappointment and discipline. I have a very disciplined mind, so if something crappy happens, I can recover in minutes, not in hours, not in days or weeks.
That's amazing. Speaking of mindset, like how would you define the wake up ready mentality or mindset, if you will?
The wake up ready mentality is really that your garden is so weeded down. Your mind is so still. You're so everything in its own compartment that when you flip your sheets off and your feet hit the floor in the morning, the devil should say, uh-oh, I'm not coming for this one today, because they're ready.
I like that.
Yeah, because I said to my staff once, I said, you don't think the devil doesn't knock on Kate's door and say, hey, you got a minute? And I got to go, no, I'm all stocked up here. My calendar is full of winning. No, I don't have time for your BS and your nonsense. And
my calendar is full of winning. These Kate-isms, they're so good.
I could go on for days. Sadly, we only have 15 minutes. I'll rattle this stuff off for the
My calendar is full of winning. Sorry, devil. I love it. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm all stocked up. My dance card's
I've learned
full,
so much from you already, Kate. I'm so serious. This is so good.
Well, thank you.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to start. Oh, I got to get used to that. That one's going on Twitter today. Ask Adam Torres. My calendar is full of winning. Don't worry, I give you quotes. I do attribute my quotes.
You got to shout me out.
Guests, so I absolutely will. So as you're out there, you're obviously going through the program. Where are you at right now? I know there's the book, there's the program. Is there like an online program that accompanies it, or in person, or anything else like that, or like what else do you offer like along this line? I'm just curious.
Well, I'm actually going to go out to speak with Brad Lea with Lightspeed, and they actually power Grant Cardone's program.
Oh, that's the Grant Cardone guy. Yeah, no, I like him. He's good. He's good. The whole thing is good.
Yeah, and I'm going to have my whole Wake Up Ready system put into virtual training for people. So I hope to launch that in the next few months. But I speak a lot, motivational speaking. I
love that.
And such. But yeah, my goal by this time next year, if we talk again, that I'm standing on those big stages, revolutionizing.
Oh, I love it. We're going out I'll be out at the Cardone headquarters in the 30th. I've been covering the Grant Cardone Foundation for years, and they do these, it's amazing. They do this pitch competition where they bring these children in who are I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they're from different inner cities. Well, I know it's that, but I mean like from different areas all around, but I don't know if it's just Florida or not. No, because I think the last time was New York, but I think I just didn't want to misquote it, but I think it's around the country. They bring in kids from around the country, and they do like a legit, like this whole like pitch competition. And these when I say kids, I shouldn't say, I mean, they're in high school or something like that. Kids, right? I don't know. Is that what we call them? Obviously I don't have any, or I would know how to call them, right? But that being said, and they compete and they give them money. Like I think like $2,000, $5,000, like real money, like to fund their businesses. It's so cool. Like there's so many kids that go through this. So I'm a big fan of that work. And that's how I knew about the whole Brad thing and thing like that. Cause I remember his feed and all that. I love it.
Yeah, I teach my little son who's 9. I spend at least 10 minutes a day polishing his sales skills, which sometimes backfires.
Oh my gosh.
Because he uses the salesmanship on me.
Kate?
Oh, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Oh, I tell him, buddy, you know what? I would have said yes, but you asked the wrong question.
You do not do that.
No, I do, because I want him
amazing.
to be able to be his own little boss. One day he came to me, he was about 5, and he said, "Hey, Mommy, you want to go to the park with me?" And I said, "No, absolutely not." He goes, "Oh, okay." I said, "But I'm going to teach you how to get me to go to the park next time." I said, "You asked the wrong question." I said, "Do you think an adult wants to go to the park, like literally any adult on earth?" He goes, "No." I said, "So that's the wrong question, isn't it? Because you're always going to get a no." I said, "So why don't you come up and ask me, 'Hey, Mommy, you got a minute?'" And because I'm not an a-hole, I'm going to go, "Yeah, buddy, what's up?" And you're going to ask me, "Hey, do you mind spending a little time with me?" And because I'm not an a-hole, I'm going to say, "Yes." And now you can ask me the question you just asked me. You can say, "Well, since you're willing to spend some time with me, do you mind if we spend it at the park?" And now we got to go to the park. So now he knows how to get what he wants by asking the right questions. And a lot of adults can learn from that.
Hold on. How old did you say he was?
He was 5 at the time.
I can't. That's too much, Kate. He's too trained on you.
Oh, he's like the boss of all my employees. He gets all of them to do whatever he wants. They give up things off their desk to him. I'm like, go put that back. Did your dad train you like that too, like in sales skills, stuff like that, like throughout the years? I feel like that kind of was passed down, wasn't it? Yeah, no, it was definitely passed down. Wow. He would say, well, that's what he would go. Well, that's one way to do it. Oh, that's a good one. Well, that's one. And I go, okay, fine. Well, you got something better. Hold on, why'd that sting me a little, Kate? I'm not even involved, but it stung. It was very rude. It was painful. Oh, my gosh. That's great. Well, Kate, this has been so much fun having you on the show. I learned so much, and I can't wait to see that and hear about this program coming out just based on the content and what you've shared today, which I know you have so much more. I know you're going to help a lot of people. What's the best way for people to pick up the book and get connected with VetCom and just your whole ecosystem? Follow you on social, all that good stuff. Yeah, if you want to follow me on social, all my handles are very simple, at Kate Monroe CEO everywhere, so that's easy. And then there's KateMonroeCEO.com. If you want to go and get the book, it's WakeUpReadyBook.com. If you're a veteran listening or a veteran's family member thinking, oh, wow, we would love to be $2,000 to $4,000 a month richer, go to vetcom.us, VETCOMM.us.
Fantastic. And for everybody listening, just so you know, we'll definitely put some links in the show notes, so you can just click on the links, head right on over, connect with Kate. And speaking of the audience, if this is your first time with Mission Matters and you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe or follow button. This is a daily show. You heard me right. Each and every day, we're bringing you new content, new ideas, and hopefully new inspiration to help you along the way in your journey as well. So hit that subscribe or follow. And Kate, appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you very much.